Okay, so the 2013 VF SSV Redline Series 1 with the Bose audio. First thing I did, I swapped out the premium sound head unit for the duduauto 10.5 inch Android Auto Google head unit, Makiti duduauto. And it's good, you know, I got it all working and plugged it in and worked with the external amp. There's there. And then I thought, oh, you know, I need to replace the speakers, so I got these JBL. I've got these two-way 225 watt, they're 3 ohm speakers for the rear doors. And these 250 watt components, which are also 3 ohm for the front. And you're not going to believe it. So I bought the sound deadener and I did the sound deadening to all 4 doors, and I was running these speakers, these 3 ohm speakers, off of the stock Bose amp, and it sounded alright, but like you could tell, like it just needed like more. Oh, by the way, that's the spaces there for the front speakers and the rear speakers down there, which you need for the VF. And then obviously, you know, your FACIA kit, your CAN bus, harness and all that sort of stuff. But that there is the 2K DVR, the dash cam. That doesn't come with the head unit, you gotta buy that separately. And this one here is the OBD2 sensor. And with that, I can display all the information on my head unit, which I'll show you in a minute, which is pretty cool. So put the speakers running off the stock amp with the head unit. It was alright, wasn't like anything too special. Then I went and bought these. Now these are awesome, man. I can't believe it. These are 2 ohm 8 inch dual voice coil shallow mount subwoofers by Pioneer, 700 watt 2 ohm. And it was alright, you know what I mean, because like this is the stock sub. I mean, have a look at it. I mean, there's not really, it's garbage. I would show you the other door speakers, but I think I might have thrown them out. It was alright, you know, and I was like, no way, this is, I can do better than this. And then I found this amplifier. My plan was I wanted an amp. I wanted to keep everything, you know, I didn't want to take up boot space. That's why I got these to go on the parcel shelf. They replaced these Bose woofers. And then I didn't want to take up much room, but I wanted one amp that was a reasonable size with reasonable power to run the whole system. And I found this, and you wouldn't believe it, this amp, for the size of it, being a 5-channel amp, running both front and rear and both subs, and they run parallel off of that channel. It is absolutely awesome, man. The 3 ohm speakers, the 2 ohm with this amp, and I'm running the speakers at 80 hertz and the subs at 80 hertz, and I've got the gain turned right down, and it's just, it cranks me, like it's just killer. So I installed that with this amp. I'll sort of show you in a minute. This amp has a bracket on the driver's side in the rear quarter panel. So what I did was I took this amp out and I made an adapter plate out of a piece of wood, and then I bolted that new ALPINE amp to the mounting bracket for this, and then I just took, like, obviously I ran the power wires from the battery, earthed it, but then the remote trigger wire and all 4 speakers plus the subs, I used the factory loom and literally just plugged the factory loom into the speaker outs on the amp. And it's flush, it looks beautiful, it's in a great spot, doesn't take up any room. I can adjust it easily enough. It's no problem at all. And then because the subs, I'm telling you, these things crank, and the VFs, they rattle like shit in the back. The parcel shelf, all in there. I went and got some of this stuff. This is like an adhesive foam back and I aligned the back of the boot with this and the parcel shelf, and anywhere stuck it anywhere between I thought was rattling. The only thing now, I think I've got to probably just do a little bit more work on the stoplight in the rear window, because that thing vibrates a fair bit. So what I did was I got a 4 gauge 2 channel amp kit, and I bought 2 extra leads. So I've got obviously 3 RCA leads, 6 channels, and yeah, ran them for the head unit. Used the trigger wire from the Bose amp. That way I didn't have any power wires running alongside or anywhere near the RCAs. And yeah, I just literally took the loom out of here, depinned it, plugged it straight into that, and it is awesome. It sounds like unbelievable. I can't believe how good it turned out. There's these speakers being 3 ohm and 2 ohm subs, with this amp being 300 watt at 2 ohm. It is killer. And then last but not least, I mean, it's nothing to do with car audio, but I bought one of these throttle controllers because it's cammed. You know, it's got a bunch of mods, exhaust cammed, it's manual. I cannot believe I didn't get one of these sooner. This thing is awesome, man. I can literally turn it up, and the throttle response like cranks me. You put your foot like just a little bit on the accelerator, and that bloody butterfly just opens up like a flash. Bang! It's what? And then I can turn it right down, real docile, so it's like nice and sluggish, like when I'm just cruising around to save fuel. And when I got my family in the car and that, it's just comfortable, just cushy. But then you turn it up and it goes like a cut snake. Like, it's the best. Anybody with a VF, I recommend one of these for a majority of cars. If you've got drive-by-wire, like electronic accelerator, it's killer, bro. So definitely recommend that. I actually recommend all these products. Not that I'm not being paid for this or anything like that. I'm just showing you what I've done. But this head unit, I mean, you won't find a more powerful, with more features than this thing. I mean, I've got, as I said, I've got the 2K DVR and I've got the OBD2, but you can get the dome camera, the 360 camera. You can get tire pressure monitors, all sorts of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and these things here, they fit easily, and they sound like 2 12-inch subs in the boot. It's hectic. And then also, the last but not least, I took these chrome trims off, and I got piano black. So let's go have a look. So yeah, ran my amp wire pretty much goes right around here, comes to here with the fuse and the digital display, and here we have the amp. And as I said, the bracket that holds the stock amp is behind this bit of carpet here. So I've run my wires behind there. I put an adapter plate to the bracket that used to mount the Bose amp, and then I've literally just plugged it in, ran the factory loom off for the Bose amp straight to this, and Bob's your uncle. Then I ran the 2 subs up here in parallel, because running them at 1 ohm each in series would be dangerous, probably damage the amp. And then, as you can see, I've lined the whole bottom of the parcel shelf with the adhesive felt, it's like a foam. Dampens the sound. It actually even looks a little bit better, I think. You know. But you can see them up here. Dual voice coil, 2 ohm, 700 watt. Wave pump. Alright, so I'll turn the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi off. So it doesn't mess, because the Android Auto will kick in and it'll mess with what we're trying to do here. But let's have a look. So it's the head unit. You can see I've got my throttle controller here. A lot of people put it over here. I did have it there to begin with, but it's much better here. So it's bang bang bang, you know. It's on economy at the moment. You can change it to alternate mode, and AC, it like learns the way you drive and it like adapts to it. And then factory. So we'll go. So this is head unit. It's like it's got its own internet. So I've got a Telstra SIM card in there. It's got 4G. It's got its own internet. So it's got its own hotspot. I don't even have my phone connected to it. Like, I don't have to, and it'll do whatever I want. But as soon as we're at home, we'll connect it to the internet, like the Wi-Fi. So we'll go wireless connection, Wi-Fi. Yep, bang, connected. Right, easy. Now this head unit, like, it's so customizable with the launcher and all that. Android Auto is just a small part of it. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if most people don't even use Android Auto on this head unit. It's that good. I've been using it, but I'll probably move on eventually. But, you know, you can change all your settings in that. All my steering wheel controls, that all works. I'll show you in a sec. Now the sound, like, you got so much settings you can do. You know, you got your sound field settings. You can change it around, obviously around the car. You know, it's got DTS. You can set it for movies, cinema. You can watch movies and stuff, or have it for music. And you can tweak it, like all your low and high pass filters, your bass boost, your gain, your reverb. You can go right on with it, like change, like, you know, obviously all that stuff's pretty standard. See here, this is my launcher. I've got Android Auto on this side, and on this side I've got my vehicle details. So it tells me how much fuel, the voltage, water temp, timing advance, airflow, throttle, air intake temp, ambient temperature. But you can, there's so many, heaps of different settings. You can put whatever you want there, and the OBD, like, will, you know, display it. So that's your home button, your pages button. My daughter's been watching YouTube. We'll get to that in a sec. But we'll come back over here. Here's the DVR. The DVR is killer. It's like super clear. Does not mess around. When I first put it in, I didn't realise I must have put the crash detection sensor on. I didn't realise, and things beeping at me everywhere I drive. I was like, what's going on with this thing? But eventually I worked it out. So before we do that, we better go over to launcher settings, extend layout. No, it's the vehicle startup settings, and we want to set it so it doesn't turn off prematurely, because that'll be annoying. I've got, like, so you can set your day and night mode. You can set your launcher and your widgets, you know what I mean. You can choose different modes. So I've got this one here, borderless. You got picture in picture mode, minimalist, normal mode. So you got all your widgets along the bottom and your maps. It's got all hand gestures and that. You can go into your factory settings like that and mess around with that. Launcher, you know, you can change your widgets, what they do, what they display. My boot logo is I changed that as well, because it was the Comparts one. No, not Comparts, the Holdcom. So I changed it. Let's have a look. We'll go here. We'll go reboot. I tried to find a MyLink one so it looked the same as, you know, the head unit, but couldn't find one that was good enough, because it's got to be a certain quality, you know what I mean, for it to be able to use it as a boot logo. And it's got a USB-C on the back, so I put like the best USB-C cable you can get, like a hectic one, like super high speed, you know. Alright, because I've rebooted it, it's going to fuck around with the ADP now. But anyways, alright, so we're connected to the Wi-Fi. Yep. So we'll go back. Yep. We'll go pages. No recent. Over here, YouTube. Now I'm not sure like what I can what we can play. That's not sound. So we'll go sound. Or should we go like a Dolby? We'll go try Dolby out. Dolby Atmos. So base test. So I've got my amp set to 80 Hz for the front, 80 Hz for the rear, and 80 for the subs. I've got the gain turned right down.
Warning, this is a total blackout. Please stand by. Okay, testing subwoofer. Kick test.
Hear that? Jeez. Is it on the car or what?
Balance check. Left channel. The sound should now be at the left speaker. Okay, right channel. The sound should now be at the right speaker.
Is there a NordVPN on here?
Okay. We are currently testing our systems. Testing lighting equipment. Testing LED screen. Testing blinder. Testing lasers. Testing 3D video. Testing pyrotechnics. Stand by. Okay. We are about to do a full frequency sweep. 20 Hertz. 50 Hertz. 200 Hertz. 440 Hertz. 1 kilohertz. 2 kilohertz.
These speakers are unreal.
5 kilohertz.
So clear.
10 kilohertz.
Feel it.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
To lose control.
So, like with the tweeters, I use the actual mounts for the factory tweeters, and I pulled the tweeters out of them, and I managed to install the tweeters into the factory mounts, and then they just clip in. And I've got the boxes for the components in the panels on the side, and obviously the woofers in the doors with the dynamat. Yeah, it's gangster, eh? So it's just, yeah, I just can't lie. It's really nice, tidy install. Takes up no room. Sounds amazing. Like, I'm really happy with it. Car links for the Android Auto, Google, Alexa, like I can Alexa, drop in on Adam's Echo Show 8. Hopefully my missus isn't naked, walking around the bedroom. Are you naked, Nun? Love you. Love you, Nunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Alexa. What else?
I found a few top-rated restaurants. There's Seoul Origin Tea Tree Plaza, 0.5 miles away on Shop K17, 972-976 Northeast Road, Seoul Origin, 0.6 miles away on 972-976 East Road, and Crudo, 8.1 miles away on 336A South Road. You can ask me for things like, take me to the...
We know what we can do with you. What else have we got here? Steering wheel controls okay, that's all good. Launcher settings, wireless, oh yeah, your account and that, signing in. You know, Bluetooth, you can put hotspot on. As I said, I've got a 5G Telstra card in there. It only runs 4G, but you know, it's still pretty good. Launcher, nav bar, so your nav bar's this thing here. Your mini widget selection. You know, you got your reverse camera here, startup settings, USB, steering wheel, like fan, sound or your equalizer. Then like yeah, and then you can come down, you know, more features. You haven't seen that. About devices, the Dudu OS, latest version. Yeah, when you're well, obviously like your AC controls come up here. And when it does, you know, like it's not the best looking, but they're coming out with an update soon. So that's it there, you can see I'm turning the air up, it's going up. Looks more like a VE if you ask me. This isn't coming up just yet, it's because I rebooted the system. But you can see like reverse camera works good. All your parking sensors, everything works well. Steering wheel controls. I think you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. say is they're bringing out an update where this is much nicer for the steering wheel controls. You know, it's only a little along the bottom. Soon, what else did he say? He said a couple of things with the reverse camera as well. Other than that, yeah, killer. Okay, where are we? Go back. Me? VF Commodore SSV Redline, 6-speed manual, cammed, lowered, rapiers, all the usual stuff. One thing I really hated about this, well, not hate, but I don't like about this car is the Holden Mining.
Oh my god, look, that's what you said.
Absolutely, you know, it's just garbage.
Yeah, so, and also, obviously I got rid of the chrome from here.
I went and bought one of those.
So it's all piano black now.
10.5
which I think is much better. It matches
screens,
like
the premium ones.
the other piano black in the car. Because, you know, it starts to bubble around here and that
I wanted it to be keep it sort of factory. I could have went with the 9-inch.
Yeah, yeah.
But this thing looks pretty tough. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. Some of you might have it. I don't know.
But yeah, I like the piano black. It's much neater, much nicer. There's no bloody glare in your face with the sun or anything like that. It's nice down here. It matches the control panel for the AC, you know, and obviously the piano black on the switches and the doors.
Hundreds of thousands of head units in the time. Obviously the Redline
Yes.
has got the
Thank
bose.
you right now, please.
But
So
Nanny, could you take me to her house right now?
I don't know. Is she expecting you?
Yes.
if I'm
Well, she said I could go out for lunch and next.
Is she? Are you staying over? Because I was thinking about like going to Kilowatt Society tonight,
Well,
taking the car for a cruise, but I was going to give it a clean.
well, I
worst case
do want to go to her house.
Yeah, but has your mum spoken to her?
Yeah. Can she say go to
Yeah, but definitely recommend the throttle controller. Like it is like you can wind it right up or wind it right down, so it's nice and docile, or it's like hectic. You know what I mean? Like you want to drive it hard, like you don't even have to stomp the accelerator for it to bloody get up and go. Just fuck. You know what I mean? You just touch it a little bit and it's wow, off it goes. Especially if it's cammed like this thing. Like this has got 320 at the rear wheels
Right. Could you take
with a
me?
GM Motorsport cam.
Well,
It's got like obviously DOD's all gone. LSL. Okay, I will.
Nanny,
I will. Go get dressed.
I already have clothes
All right, I'll be in a minute. Love you.
and shoes
Okay, I'll be in soon.
and pants
Okay, love you.
and underwear.
All right, I'll believe you.
Yep. See. Top.
You cute. You cute. Yeah. So it's got I'm sorry, Lala. Yeah. It's got LS7 lifters, new valve springs, Mellings oil pump. What else has it got? VCM, OTR, extractors, hollow cats, 3-inch exhaust, stitch tuned, being manual.
what else we got in here?
Yeah, I want to get the
Oh yeah.
what do you call it? The GM CNC GM Motorsport heads, and I was looking at the ramjet intake as well. They reckon it's better than the VCM, and also the triple step headers. And obviously, you know, in a perfect world, supercharger.
So basically you go
But it's getting to the point now, like
you know.
I've spent as much on this car as it would have cost me to get a Series 2 with a 6.2 litre. The guys at the tuners and that, they're like, like, you know, like, what's the big deal? It's only 0.2 of a litre. And this is as fast as, like, you know, a Series 2 anyway. So, but I like this. I love this car. You know what I mean? Like, it looks good, sounds good, drives good, everything. Like now that I've got all this, you know what I mean? It's the perfect package. No, I'm filming. I love you. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, I definitely recommend this setup. And I got those JBL speakers on special. They were, you know, on special at Autobahn. Usually I try and get a deal, you know, on the internet, but on the day I just wanted to go down there and find, you know. And so the reason why I went with lower impedance speakers is because obviously factory systems use a lower impedance speaker, and I was obviously using that Bose factory amp there for a while. But if you don't know what impedance is, like, and it's measured in ohms, it's like resistance, but it goes both ways. And the lower the impedance, it's like a tube, like a tunnel, right? The lower impedance, the bigger the tunnel or the hose or whatever, so more power can get back and forth, being an AC system, like back and forth from the speaker to the head unit and backwards, you know what I mean? So your speakers will draw more power from the amp, they can utilize more power. So, like, obviously the 2 ohm speakers with the 3 ohm door speakers with this amp is a perfect combination. Like, you couldn't really in this car ask for a better setup. You know, I recommend using the sound deadening as well. The sound deadening definitely helps. I mean, the only reason I didn't use sound deadening in the rear parcel shelf is because, like, it's heavy. Like, it's great stuff, like, don't get me wrong, it's easy to work with, it's easy to cut, mold, shape, and install, whatnot, and it looks great, and it does a really good job, but it's heavy. Like, it adds weight to your car like crazy. Like, that package there that you can see, that weighs, like, you know, probably, that's a good 10 kilo, easy. And the doors, you can noticeably feel like they're heavier. So I got that lightweight adhesive foam and use that in the back. So, and that seems to have done the trick. But yeah, definitely recommend the sound deadening when you're doing door speakers. And yeah, loving it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, shoot us a message. If you have any questions, if you're looking to do the same thing, if you're, you know, you got a VF Commodore, it might be standard, it might be premium sound, you know, I can answer any questions you've got. This is all done at home, you know what I mean, with like basic tools, with you know, like a trim removal set, like a couple of torque bits, Phillips head, what else, you know, 7mm socket to get the radio out and stuff, and everything's just like 7mm, couple torques, couple of Phillips heads, plastic trim removal tools. What else do I need to use? I don't know, you know, I had a few, like obviously electrical connectors, and I used to have a car audio business, Adam's Car Audio, so I'm pretty cluey with this sort of stuff, obviously. I've been doing it for years and years, not lately, but you know, but it's a bit of a passion of mine. So I mean, in this car, like, I mean, you could be content just listening to the sound of the engine and the exhaust as you drive around this. I mean, it's just it sounds really good. It's a beautiful car. But you know, every now and then you might want to listen to some music, have it sound good. Yeah. Anyways, that's my stereo install and throttle controller in my VF SSV Redline 6 litre cammed manual. beast. Alright. Take it easy, guys.